captain. That's a pretty good journey himself.
Daniel Jones on first down is rushed, and he chucks it to the sideline. Close play.
See, that's one of the things that they want to use as a staple for this spread no huddle.
They like to use the tight ends in the pass game. Daniel Helm. Daniel Jones has it deflected. So
Brooklyn is stoking the fire too. What was that comment? It's like us beating like Toledo or something?
Yeah, probably not the best way if you don't want to fan the flames.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones over the middle has a completion. Jonathan Lloyd, the
inexperience more than it is an elbow-shoulder experience, and that's what Coach Cutt was trying to get Daniel Jones to understand. It's kind of like swinging the bat in baseball. It's not about your hands and your arms, it's about your torso and your glutes.
3rd and 10. Jones fading away, has Helm the tight end, and he
TJ ramming at the top, but I think Daniel Helm is what makes this pass game different. He's a attach and he becomes a mismatch, and I think his quarterback Jones is really comfortable with it.
Quarterback draw for Jones.
Like Patty Fisher.
You think so?
He would look a little less like you and a little more like Patty Fisher.
Kind of like Pat Fitzgerald while you're at it, the former Northwestern linebacker.
Minus the neck roll.
Another tight end with the
again.
9th play of this Duke drive after the 4th down conversion. Jones to throw with time over the middle. He's got Lloyd once again, and another.
Jones spins it.
You do?
We were down on the field and we were talking about that. Play action to his left, come back, and he had
quick first quarter. Third down for Daniel Jones, the Duke quarterback. To the outside, TJ ramming off a cut down to the
to get leverage on either one of these defenses out here today.
That was a sledge-o-matic on first down. Jones over the middle, touchdown.
Decision after he has the ball. It's a zone run to the right. If a linebacker steps up, as he potentially is going to, you have the route by ramming the sickly. That was somewhat of a read concept that last play, and Jones should have kept the ball because he had green grass around the right end. You might see it again.
4th down and 3. Jones to throw. Outside, batted away.
Super back with Northwestern. That is big time. Clayton Thorson, security blanket, now has to go to the locker room.
Play action Jones. He snaps off the deep ball down the middle. Lloyd, right on target.
Touchdown.
The quick transition offense. You get the ball back once again, play action, the middle of the field open, and you have a post route to Lloyd to jump the underneath route, and that's exactly what happens. Outside, you have Lloyd on Grayton Newsom, the true freshman. Once that safety jumps the underneath route, he's decisive, and Jackson can be a home run hitter. He's pretty shifty.
Jones down the field in traffic. Beautiful ball to Gray. 26 yards on that hit.
And Gray out of the really wingback position, especially if you want to go fast. And that's what Duke is doing on this drive, using pace to their advantage.
Jones, end zone, touchdown.
They stick the ball in the belly of the running back, invite those linebackers up, and then this time it's Copenhagen over the top.
But he is really buying into his quarterback and the way he can be a leader with his toughness as he steps up in the pocket and whips it out of bounds.
So that's a big story in this game as well.
Jones freezes it, goes down the middle, and has a first down, and TJ ramming. 18 on this hit.
And it's RPO extravaganza. It's back position.
3rd down and 8 for Jones. Northwestern comes with 5. Jones gets hit. There's contact, and it's incomplete.
You funnel to 3rd down. The team has to pass, and then you get pressure on them because you bring more bodies. I mean, that's how you play it. It's good coverage on the back end because they're 79 yards of this game, and they still have 7. I want 3 on the board to make the scoreboard make us feel different right now.
Jones to Lloyd, who had a big play in the first half, and he gets spun.
I think Jonathan Lloyd and TJ Ramey, just like they did last year, I think they're creating separation that Northwestern's group of receivers can't do on Duke's secondary.
Quick throw, and the receiver, 3rd and 7. Gaziano coming. Jones across his body, short of the line of game.
7 or 8, or some of those guys are going to the NFL early, and he just loads them back up again.
Deep in their own territory, Duke. Jones rolling out, hits the tight end, Copenhaver, and gets some room.
Jones as the runner late. We'll see it if we see it on 3rd and 3.
He's got Copenhaver in the slot, ramming in motion. Jones wants Ramming, who doubled back to make the catch off a spin, and he is
well defended on 2 fronts. First of all, contain Daniel Jones because he can run it, but the epicenter, especially on 3rd down and on 1st, and then trickles all the way down to 3rd and behind the wall, and Duke makes him pay for it.
Fake from Jones. He dumps it off to Brown, incomplete.
Hasn't been able to do that offensively themselves.
Jones on 3rd down. Graziano's coming, and he wraps him up.
Graziano got pressure on the quarterback on 1st down by beating number 70 Christian Harris, and that's exactly what he does right here.
Diaz. They'll send Jackson in motion, designed to run here for Jones. He takes. Have not been very good this year on 3rd downs. Could see a lot of empty sets tonight. Jones flushed, and he's going to be close. Already got the touchdown lead on the 75-yard touchdown run from Deion Jackson to open up the game tonight. Daniel Jones, the overthrow.
Receivers too far with the wetness in the gloves. You want to track the football and make sure you catch it first before you get those yards after the catch.
All right, here's another one of those empty sets for Duke. 4-man pressure and another miscue.
Pass.
The best 3rd down defense in the business right here with Miami. Off the stunt, they try to get to the quarterback to throw.
Not that, Beth.
West Virginia. The chutzpah to go for 2, Anthony Becht.
Subtle fist pump from me.
And your alma mater's up 1 late. Daniel Jones in a drop.
Now, again, the tight coverage. QB doesn't have a lot of time. They find ways to get through gaps, taking those
Off, trying to figure out what will work here with this driving rain.
Thank you very much, Rocky. On 2nd and 8, I think America wants to know, Rock, are you in the wedding? Four-man pressure. Jones drops it off underneath.
Garvin, number 97, the defensive end, got a nice pass rush on the top here early on to deflect that ball.
Miami dying on the blitz up here.
Quarterman coming, and then the pooch punt by Daniel Jones, and it stays on the field of play and rolls out of bounds.
But again, he's been one of the real defensive leaders for this team. Tied for first in TFLs, a factor.
Incomplete on the throw, Daniel.
Acceleration, you got to hit him on spots, you got to get in the right place. It can be advantageous for wide receivers if they can be on time and get their footing.
They'll run it with Jackson, and wrapped up by Shaquille Time in that famous halftime show in the rain when Rocky won that championship with the Colts.
Yeah,
sporting what looks like Colt uni.
All ramming, drop a ball, but you've got to get this ball on his body. You try to bring it in and try to bring it into his chest, turning around. That's not going to work. You've got to put it right in his gut. This accuracy from...
And as you can see, it has already accumulated on the field here in Miami Gardens. And a 12-7 lead for the Hurricanes. And how will Duke now respond with Daniel Jones? They're going to air it out, looking deep. Back shoulder incomplete, looking for Chris Taylor.
When catch with his hands, it's going to be tough sledding here today in this weather.
In this man-to-man defense, I would much rather see crossing routes, rub routes to try to get guys open, because that's going to be 3 times as harder when you're trying to get your footing and chase on this muddy field.
3rd down and 9. There's a little dump-off pass, and Lloyd hammered as he got out across the 3rd. Thank you, Zubin. We understand there might be an update on Tua in Alabama as well coming up at halftime. Anthony Beck, Rocky Boyman, Carl Spackler with you tonight. Got a pond at a pool. Pond would be good for you, Carl.
Defensive line, Beth, is really starting to pick it up here for Miami. A lot of penetration. Offensive line for Duke having problems just controlling these guys with just 4 coming.
Pressure right in his face, and it's Willison down.
Don't let him run in and nobody touch him. If I'm a guard, I don't care who's there. Go block that guy. If that's the wrong guy to block, at least the best defensive lineman is taken care of. Center 6, a big half for this football team. And let's see if they can produce the RPO. If you have a dangerous run game, makes the RPO action a little bit dangerous for the offense.
7 carries, 86 yards tonight for Jackson. They'll use him in play action. Jones hit as he tries to deliver down.
Outside, and guess what? You're 2nd and 10. That's not winning on 1st down.
7 consecutive punts. The longest they've held on to it, 6 plays. Under duress again, and he's got the seam route, and the catch by both. Forming pressure. Jones dumps it off, and a 1st down.
DJ Dallas for the Hurricanes.
4 first downs the entire 1st half. Duke has 2 of them here on this drive.
Because of the size of their hands, that one kind of slides up high on that overthrow.
Jones incomplete down to the teacher's hose. Did a job tonight on South Florida. And the Canes and Blue Devils, a 3rd down here. Good protection and incomplete. No.
Back behind the center. And he's starting to creep back, Beth. Yeah, there's the sign.
He already had a quick kick that buried Miami down at the 2-yard line. Can he match it? This one will be high and a little bit shorter. And
you can get a loose with it, but you're right. You've got to print the ball, especially pinned back like Miami was.
Jackson is the offset back for Duke. Looking for the lead. Hit as he throws into the end zone.
Tap, but again, another shot here. An unblocked defensive lineman. That's Garvin on the outside. You better put a Miami's defense still playing tight D.
Quarterback keeper diving down to the 8.
Hold off in the red zone.
Can still get a first down around the 2-yard line.
A lot of space here, Beth. Over number 5, Lloyd. Haven't seen him do much in this game.
Incomplete at the goal line, and it's 4th. Giles Harris on the money with that big special teams play, the block.
Scheduling, and that's exactly why the block kicks. But either way, I didn't take any of those classes. I don't think I can handle the second one, by the way.
Total collegiate experience. Mind and body, and Daniel Jones with the
Double player.
100+ tackles the last 2 seasons, an all-conference linebacker, and he is only a junior.
TJ Duke now inside the 40. Setting up the receiver screen, and that's going to...
Starting to kind of, not drive, but get a little easier to cut. That puts Daniel Jones's legs into play as a runner now moving forward.
Jones will throw down to the 15-yard line.
Which is something they've been taking pride in throughout the year, not giving up during the season.
Three-man pressure on 2nd and 3. Jones tries the back shoulder in the end zone. The SEC East for them. If Alabama beats LSU, that would clinch the SEC West. And their championship game would already be set up.
And start to creep up a little more on the back end. Ohio State, even though they won against Nebraska, not very impressive showing against Scott Frost and his Cornhuskers.
Those were your college football playoff rankings, brought to you by Allstate. 2nd and 4 here for Daniel Jones. He's starting to use his tight end, Daniel Helm, quite a bit.
Yeah, again, you know, you try to find the mismatch. There's nobody home. The backer over Helm shoots outside zone, and you know, listen, Daniel Jones is just going to really look at the defense, and if you run out, he's going to find the open seams.
Rahming is back in the game, by the way, for Duke in the slot left. Jones heaves it out of bounds. 93 yards passing, 21 rushing for Jones tonight, and it'll work again. We've seen a ton of the empty set from this Duke offense. Looking deep downfield and well overthrown.
See Deion Jackson at the bottom. Now he's on a strong safety, so not a favorable matchup as you look at it.
That's Michael Jackson with him defensively. They'll go underneath instead, ramming, and a good wrap.
To go for it, they're going to go empty again. It's all about pre-snap analysis. What does Daniel Jones see? That's a favorable matchup. He's gone to the tight end Helm several times in this drive.
Jones looking for Helm, tipped in the air and intercepted. Jaquan Johnson's got it.
The ball.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Number 70, Duke.
This one comes right after the Miami takeaway. They've got it on the Canes' 43-yard line.
You wonder if Duke takes a shot here.
Off the play action, back shoulder, and it was dropped by Lloyd. Pressure coming, Jones had to let that one go.
Clearly there. Don't try to wedge one in. Miami's defense has been suffocating so far against the pass.
Almost intercepted again, broken up by Court.
Great coverage coming out of the break. Helm, he's already running. He tracks the outside.
To nothing. Have not been able to get anything going offensively. Just under 12 minutes to go here. Duke looking to add to its lead, and there is the catch for Jonathan.
Really nice block by the center, Wallaba. Number 50 gets the job done for them. They moved him, Beth. He was the backup center, moved Zach Harmon, 63, to left guard. That's their best lineup, they feel, with number 50 Walba at the center position.
That got Jackson over 100 yards rushing for the night. A lot of room for Lloyd.
And quarterback on the same page here. This all happens when defensive.
This Miami defense is known for creating turnovers or swiping away at that ball.
Third down and 8.
Helm's been a factor, Beth. The tight end, number 80. He's matched up with the linebacker here. That's Shaq Quarterman.
Jones.
He had him early, too, Beth.
Out of the pocket, and he's going to be short trip.
Active quarterbacks returning to throw over 5,500 yards and rush for 1,000. Eric Dungy, Syracuse, the only other one.
They'll fake the handoff and the toss out to Ray.
You nervous? He said, no, we're actually loose. You know, it's a great time to play football, and it's nice and warm out. You're coming out of a good training camp, so I think both teams are fired up tonight.
Empty backfield for Jones across the middle. A dangerous toss, but Blue Devils need 4 to keep this opening possession alive. Duke looking for confidence perhaps on offense, returning many starters and key contributors from last year. But Jones only completed 56% of his passes, and this one incomplete. Double
turnover. That would have been a great time to take a shot.
Brown, the redshirt sophomore, 700 yards on the ground a year ago. On the swing pass, it's incomplete.
David cut Cliff from now and then, doesn't he?
Brown motions out. Big third down play. Jones keeps it. Daniel Jones, first down. Jackson in the backfield. Confusion on the attempted handoff, and Jones makes the
designed handoff to Deion Jackson. He just went right by Daniel Jones, and then Jones does the next best thing.
On second down, Blue Devils need 6. Confusion again in the backfield, and Jones quickly corralled. Down he goes. James Nautical and Chandler Ramirez. After the missed field goal, Duke with possession and a big play on first down ahead to Ramming.
But still a great completion by Jones to Ramming.
Jones in rhythm. Ramming on the tunnel screen. A little shake and bake, and down he goes. He's going to
goes against the grain. That's an awfully nice gain for Brown.
Second play over 15 yards on this possession. Brown, highly touted coming out of high school in Georgia. Fake the handoff. Jones upended short of the 30.
It's Daniel Helm and Noah Gray there to lead the way.
Nautical faking the blitz, and now here he comes. 19 in white. Got to Jones, but too late. And the pass floats incomplete. Applying the pressure, Tom.
Chandler Ramirez was there along with Hammer Sticks, but number 19 comes into. He was a receiver in high school, believe it or not. 220 pounds, comes in, soft hands, but man, he can lower his pads. And he said the fans are really going to like him. I thought that was an interesting comment from a coach.
Translation, he's a big play waiting to happen. He'll fake the draw. Jones, arm strength, laser beam, caught! Down at the 1 yard line.
On the outside with Aaron Young, and he took his shot deep, and Young comes up with a huge catch.
Jones straight ahead for the touchdown. Prime time brought to you by Capital One. Florida State, Willie Taggart. Starting a new era in Tallahassee as Jones fires a pass complete.
Oh, and that was kind of fun. And I just think, anytime you change head coaches, and there were a few of them changing seats last year, I think it brings new energy to the program. I like Florida State. I think they're super athletic, and they're going to be as good as they've ever been.
Well, bold commentary. The Noles do get Clemson at home this year. They'll have some time to try to figure things out under Taggart's leadership. First,
Roy, and you know how bullish I am on quarterbacks that get a lot of snaps in a program. They've seen so many plays, under center, and it just helps that offense generate points.
Jones 7 of 10 before that completion. Make it 8 of 11.
Threw it to the wide side. You see his arm strength and his accuracy.
Time winding down in a fast-moving first 2 quarters here in Durham. Clean pocket for Jones, now escapes. Slides in Georgia Dome. The other time to play Virginia Tech up in Maryland. And both times Chris Peterson opened up a can. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen against Auburn because they're good, and we know that. But Washington has the best secondary in the nation. Jones keeps the play alive and spins his way for positive yardage. It'll bring up Jones and the Blue Devils, trying to build off a 7-6 campaign a year ago. Starting in Army territory to begin their first possession of the second half. Tom Ramsey, Roy Philpott, and here's Jones. Trying to dump it off to Brent. Stingy defense at times. That'll be an early test here in the ACC. That's the best part about the early season in college football. We start to find out about these programs and leagues. On third down for Jones. Backside pressure, lost the handle. Did Army get there?
Man on the outside perimeter, and they really kind of stacked the box on first down just to stop the run.
5.5 to go in our third quarter. Pitch and catch. Jonathan Lloyd.
Man-to-man matchup there. Boudreaux wins the matchup.
Devils 2 of 6 on third down. They need 11 here. Draw. Jones stopped short of the line he needed. Deion Jackson checks in again. Another sophomore, 6 feet, 220-pounder. Out of the pistol, Jones play action. There goes Lloyd. First down.
Ball in their hands, and sometimes you wonder, boy, we want to get this guy 10 touches, and could be a good problem.
Play action ramming. And 5 catches, 44 yards as TJ Ramming starts to assert himself. Jones wants it all. Young, end zone, touchdown!
What Daniel Jones can do. Again, Roy, what's one of my favorite things to do, right? Throw it on first down, and Daniel Jones just spot throws it here.
It was a weird season. Duke started 4-0, then lost 6 in a row. As Jones will float this one in. He enjoys being the underdog a little bit. We'll see what that means next week at Northwestern. Maybe at Baylor after that, and then later on as conference play gets underway.
I know what he enjoys more than anything is having number 17 as his quarterback.
Big hit.
It's interesting for sure.
Jones will keep it. 4 teams from the ACC in the
in the backfield with him. Quick throw, and that'll be the plan.
To go, probably the best game he's played for the Blue Devils.
Another quick throw. It's to Ramming. He'll be. It's Deion Jackson in motion. Jones will roll that way. Jones looking to run for the first down. He will dive forward, and he. Tell me who's not cerebral on this Duke club. Jones the throw, batted up in the air. Third down and 8. Try to avoid this all night. Play fake. Jones with some time. Throws throws, and Jonathan Lloyd comes. Got good protection. Looked everybody off. Swings it out to Deion Jackson. Has the first down. Second down and 8. Again, great protection for Daniel Jones. Throws as a man wide open. It's Daniel Helm, the tight end at midfield. And Helm is in the... Here's Jones again. He'll loft one. And he's got a man open, and it's knocked away at the last. Second down and 9. It's Jackson making play. First and 15 after the marker. Jones throwing and completing.
So then the middle of the field, I'd be surprised if Duke tries to take a shot there soon.
Pressure. Lofts one down the sideline, and again, third down and 7. Clemson rushing just 3. Jones buying himself some time, and now we'll look to take off for the marker and won't get this.
These defensive ends have been taught to hit him at the mesh point.
22 yards for Jackson on the last run. Here's Jones now, throwing against his body. It's batted. Comes the blitz, picked up nicely. It's lofted. There was definitely some.
You have 3 3-and-outs, and now his defense with an untimely penalty.
Here's Jones, quarterback keeper. Not come for a nail biter and some drama. Second and 4. Jones trying to run it again. Won't get back. Action at the top of your screen.
No safety in the middle of the field.
Jones trying games at home on Duke's home field.
That's Sonny Jurgensen back then?
Very much on the road. Ask Marty. TJ Rive. Really, who has success against the top 5? And that's why they're the top 5. Deflected.
When he gets that big paw up, he can get some balls.
Third and 3. Jones throwing on the run and completing the ramming. Some new first down markers. The chain links are all connected now. It's first and 10. Here's Jones to throw, found a seam.
On the quarterback, it's tough to do when the ball comes out that fast.
Second and 10. Daniels trying to step up in the pocket, and Daniel Jones is...
Need to bring pressure to get to the quarterback. You got the best defensive line in college football.
They get to him there without the pressure. Daniel Jones swung around and finally 5 possessions. I guess somebody must have gotten a piece of it, or else it would have been a flag on the play. So Duke comes out throwing 7-6 over Duke. The Tigers have punted 4 times in their first 5 possessions. Here's the pressure. Flag flies out
in there. Make some throws and take those shots.
Started out wearing white. He's going to be wearing green by the end of this night. Quick throw. Able to come. I like the bad first. Get that out of the way. Then give me the good news.
Next time.
Second and 3. Daniel Jones underneath.
Downfield. Deion Jackson in motion is a big play threat.
Jones running left, throwing across his body to ramming. Not a lot of running room, and an outstanding in 15. Blitz right up the middle. Jones will loft one for Lloyd, and he came. Time to get loud, Death Valley. Jones under pressure, stays on his feet. Now we're trying to run for it. Look at him. Thought about the quick kick, or at least faked it. Able to swing it to Jonathan. And last year at Syracuse, a tough loss. That was without Kelly Bryant, if you recall. Here's Daniel Jones throwing sideline.
They have not played well in this first half. There's no question on either side of the football. He's trying to get him settled down.
Jones to throw to Jonathan. That is the idea. You make the call in anticipation, and then you clean it up on the back end, and the officials did. That passes. A few text messages might be exchanged this week, I imagine. All right, Daniel Jones, what do you got? got pressure right in his face, lofts one, and
All-out pressure rather than throwing the ball down the field.
Jones, quick throw out to the far side and finds Dion. 3rd and 9. Shot down the sideline.
This offense needs to get something going for Clemson.
This senior class trying to win their 51st game as a Tiger. He's animated and he's getting back right there. Perfect timing. 3rd down and 10. Although we could have cut to him anytime and gotten that reaction. Jones will take a shot.
Visits around college football have the closest connection with our military, and it's pretty special.
And this is Dabo's reason for all purple. They save it for a special military appreciation night every year in. Jones will keep it. How's your mesh
For North Carolina for the victory bell, so not a part of his game tonight.
Daniel Jones, quick throw to Daniel Helm.
Line of scrimmage.
Under some pressure, trying to escape, and he won't be. He'll be
Plays all the checks in every outlet, and he didn't find it that time.
Here's Jones throwing and completing.
He's not a complete quarterback at this point, but the toughness and then the mental aptitude are really intriguing for the next level.
Here is Jones now. Good pocket, feels some pressure, trying to get out of there, and he'll be.
But I think it's more about being ready when you get to the NFL than exploiting a bad quarterback class.
Yeah.
2nd and 7. Running away from Austin Bryant. Every NFL game's a good game, you know that. 3rd down and 7. The Chiefs-Rams this Monday night. Nobody's sleeping. Cleveland Furl, he wants his last name. Just telling people this week, apparently, nationally anyway, like his last name pronounced Furl. And being carted off. We're going to speculate as
He's not going to play the rest of this game. Who knows about next week? But these snaps and games are precious for these young men. And
to be sure that we would give you everything we heard. All we heard is that he will not return, and that's tonight. Daniel Jones, not based on how many years of football you have left of eligibility. It's Deion Jackson. Then he got honored again.
Fortunate, in college football to have a person like Christian Wilkins, such a great player, great personality. We're going to miss him in college football. There's no question.
He's so.
With his hand in the dirt now on that defensive front for Virginia.
Cavaliers bring the heat. Taylor the catch. He'll be short of the 1st down, I believe. Forward progress. Good
When we need to run it, but now you need another big 3rd down pickup. Little different look than that circus look that they had last time on 3rd down.
They're more conventional 4-2-5 here for the Cavaliers. Jones the snap up in the pocket. Daniel spins it and into traffic and overthrown. Second possession for Duke.
Way to give it away, pardon me.
Deep shot for Garner. Broken up by
For Gardner. Coach Cutt told us yesterday he'll get in the game and he'll get a long ball. He can really run and he can go get it. He had to rip it away, not giving up. And then you stuff him on 2nd down. Here's another 3rd and long and a chance for this Cav D to get off the field.
pressure coming. Quick throw offline for TJ Ramming.
Ground. Okay, go ahead and run it. Who's going? Who's dropping? Look at him. 3 guys coming from this side. That's fair, fortunately.
Hey, good thing you got to wear 44, right?
Oh. Yep.
Here's Jones. Duke trying to find a way to get started offensively, and they'll pick up a couple. And Duke right up over the football.
Right, and keeping them in front, though, defensively, keeping them in front. What a big drive this is for Jones in the offense.
There's another throw, ramming inside from the left side, and he'll get to the 30. It'll be third.
Tried to do it there, and it helps them out, but what are they going to do on 3rd down and 5? Got to stay on this football field.
Jones the throw and dropped.
He hooks it up right there at the sticks. It would have been a 1st down.
Wow.
And I mean, it's
Soggy Saturday, week 8 in the ACC, and Daniel Jones and Duke go to work. Deion Jackson, the running back today. Britton Brown still sidelined for David Cutcliffe. And Taylor trying to come back and make the catch, and it's ruled in coverage.
It's a delayed blitz by Zandier up at the front end. And again, here's another.
a disciplined bunch as well. Here you go. You got another look where you've got one guy with his hand in the dirt. Let's see how many they bring. 5.
Catch that time. That's Noah Gray. Best offensive play for.
It was some guys backing out and bringing some extra guy picking up, not just in passing situations, but here you see it in running situation as well. Where are they coming from? Where are they lining up? It's odd just by calling it a three-man front, but it's extra odd when you got all these different positions lined up.
Jones is going to run with it. He'll have the first down and then slide down in Virginia territory.
He hits it out, moves those chains, and a slide. Coach Cut likes to see that as well.
Wants to look deep. Throws deep, and it is intercepted. The Duke starts off its 29. Still a 14-0 Virginia lead. Jones on a bootleg. Being flushed and throws it away.
The offense for Virginia had, but they always had an answer. They've had a lot of answers for this Duke offense as well here today.
Taylor. And taken down after about 6. Blitz coming. Quick throw. Caught. First down.
This entire first half to put together a drive and punch it in the end zone here before halftime would be huge.
Jones is going to keep it. They had both quarterbacks in.
Third down, mixing it up again.
Jones looking to throw. Now going to run with it. First down.
A little too late as he reaches out there, and big long Daniel Jones just enough to keep those chains moving, keep the drive alive.
Jones will keep it again, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Thornhill.
Mendenhall says. What do they got for him, though, here on third down and medium now?
Jones from the pocket. Flushed out again. He'll keep it. Flag is thrown. He'll be short of the first down.
It's really infectious for these guys out on the field. Let's see if they can make a big play here.
Jones trying to get away from Peace. Cannot.
And a whole half to play, so let's see what Duke draws up here and start the second half.
Quick throw, and this is Taylor. First down and more. Chris Taylor almost a minute.
It's a quick strike here, and you cut it in half. But so much of it, I think, hangs on this opening drive.
Here's Jones keeping it. And diving.
Bronco Mendenhall, Zandier, and Snyder both is reckless. Reckless back.
Jones cuts it loose and short of Jonathan Lloyd, who was wide open.
They dodge a bullet, though, so it's third down after the incomplete pass with the pressure coming in around Daniel Jones.
Jones in stride. Taylor. Touchdown.
You can see from his safety spot, he's got to get ground and get deep right now. Immediately as he's passed off to that next level of the zone, and a good job threading the needle. The running back from his backside corner spot. That's not the kind of extra that you want helping out on this drive here for Daniel Jones and company.
Jones, quick throw behind Lloyd, incomplete. To be honest with you, I'm more impressed with him. He said, hey, look, bottom line is I haven't played very well against Virginia. We've got to play well, yes, but I haven't played well. He's trying to reset here in the second half. There's ramming on the far side. It's a long throw from
the interception to Thornhill. Let's see if he can do enough to stay on the field here on 3rd and 8.
Jones looks, now going to cut it loose. Lloyd the catch. No, broken up. Bryce Hall was right there.
Here's another 50-50 ball. This is a 50-50 ball, and this is the fight, and this is the toughness that I talked about throughout the first half. There at NC State, like, gosh, is their running game good enough? It wasn't then, but I think it is now because they've got the 1-2 punch of Gillespie and Person.
Jones going to take the deep shot, looking for Lloyd again, and Hall got under it and picked it.
Shadow there of the indoor. It's a great spot to be on campus. A beautiful campus, especially this time of year.
Jones fires and caught. And that's Lloyd. He'll be shy of the first down.
Hats off to Blunt. Good job filling there from his safety spot to get outside.
Virginia again, only one guy with a hand on the ground is Jones. Throws and ramming the catch, falling down.
The pass catchers throughout the day for David Cutcliffe's crew. They're going to have to hang on to a couple big ones here down the stretch. They want to fight their way back in this.
Jones tried to get it here. Hall, who had an interception earlier, having none of it.
Look at Bryce Hall, just reading that out and then recover. A bit too greedy to go get one. Smart choice there to just knock it away and force a second down rather than go for the pick and give up a big play.
4 receivers. And that's the big tight end, Helm.
Down now. Medium.
Jones going to keep it. First down. Dumped over at the 35.
It's really been the only running game that Duke has had, unfortunately.
Yep. Like Gray was trying to help Jones out with some of the coverage, and instead here's Jackson leaking out into the flat. He'll get a first down.
That Georgia Tech win on the road last weekend was so big after the Virginia Tech loss, because it was right about that time they went on a 6-game losing streak last year for the big win at the end of the year against Wake.
Jones first down throw, Taylor the catch.
Jones cool and calm, and they're standing in there strong as the pocket starts to collapse, delivering a strike on first down.
Jones. Boy, Cavaliers got there.
Live to play second down now.
Sun's coming out here at Wallace Wade Stadium as Jones will be taken down that time. Hand back.
Lane's good coverage down the field. 14 yards now to go. Do not throw an interception. You can still punt it away. Still plenty of time.
Jones will be sacked a third time. Peace was back.
Is paying off.
Right. So now with under 4 to go, Daniel Jones and the Blue Devils cannot wait around. They'll have to get it and go here. Duke has all 3 timeouts. Jones on first down rips it to the middle of the field, and the catch. And they release 4 into the pattern. They'll take the shot for Taylor, and broken up by Hall. But again, has also backed him up in covering ground today, James.
Well, Nick Howell, as defensive coordinator, told us that he's never seen anyone at all. He's a heck of a player. He's really disciplined and fun to watch.
Big lick there.
Let's go and playing football. I seriously doubt anybody wants to hurt someone's brain out there, but sometimes it's just part of it.
Jones trying to find a room on the called draw, or called run, I will tell you that. 8.5 minutes to go up there. North Carolina leads Syracuse by a touchdown. Jones in trouble, sacked.
He's coming free. Second and 17 now.
Copenhaver near mid.
Gun shy of that deep ball now because the 2 interceptions there thrown by Jones today.
Another quick throw on the perimeter, and that's Lloyd. And he cannot twist out of the tackle. Go Mendenhall trying to get his 3rd road win in 3 years in the ACC, James. Batted away by Bratton on 4.
This Virginia defense, time and time again, just won this battle. I mean, they turned them away every opportunity they got. I mean, just in the technique.
It was their last road win, including the bowl game that was 6 straight away from Scott Stadium. Which, by the way, next Saturday should be plenty of fun for a 12-20 start. Jones, quick throw, ramming, took a huge lick.
This year we've seen guys, I don't know that I want to hang on to this one. Might as well hang on.
Ramming drop that one. Right.
You gotta hang. There are way too many drops today. Way too many drops today for Duke.
Jones. And
what do you have to lose? You're not gonna. You got to put it in the end zone right now. So you throw it down the football field.
Here's Jones working against Zandier, and he will reach out of bounds.
It's not Bryce Perkins. Daniel Jones he's dangerous in the open field. It's a nice open field tackle.
There's Noah Gray a first down. They hope to get him back, but if they do, it'll be later in the year. Jones, another throw middle of the field, and that's Jake Bowers are in this thing now.
Well, if I'm a Cavalier fan, I'm as happy as can be with the way my football team's playing.